Today, I'm giving you guys a complete solo battles guide, how I place legend every single week, spending the least amount of time possible playing these. Trust me, solo battles are not fun to play. No one wants to grind them. People just do because the rewards are okay. Granted, they're not as good as last year. They're a little disappointing, but rewards are rewards. And if you don't spend money on the game, they can definitely contribute to the overarching success of building your Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Oh, I need help with the English language. If you don't know, solo battles are a series of 13 games that you play every single week against a computer-generated team. Usually they take a team from someone in the Madden community. You're matched up, you play a full game. If you play on the hardest difficulty, it's all Madden competitive mode. So sometimes it can be a little tricky, but the tips I'm going to give you in this video will make it a lot easier to digest. The rewards are somewhat decent. All I shoot for is legend every single week. I can get this done in probably less than 2 to 3 hours each week. Just by grinding these games really quickly, I figured out the best system to implement. Legend rewards are decent, about 60,000 coins, 2 Hail Mary packs, 2 midfield packs, and 2 red zone packs. If you place top 100, it's going to take a lot more time to do, like dramatically more time to do these. This is not a top 100 tutorial. This is just how to do them the quickest way possible while getting the legend rank every single week. But of course, if you're interested in that, there are tutorials on YouTube where I can make one. Just let me know in the comments down below. And then the top 100 rewards, leaderboards looks like this every single week at like 300,000 battle score. You accumulate battle score by playing the game, by whatever difficulty you're on, by the stats and thresholds that you reach throughout the game. All I care about is getting to 250,000 battle score so that I can get legend every single week, get these rewards, and be on my merry way because I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, you'll be able to refresh the opponents that you're playing. There will be 4 opponents each refresh, equaling 12 opponents here, plus a key opponent or signature opponent, spotlight opponent, whatever it is. That gives you like a 1.5 multiplier to your score, so obviously you want to do that as well. You don't have to play all 13 games to get legend. You actually only have to play 11 games, which ends up working out really well because I don't want to play all 13 games. So if you do this correctly and you win every single game on the highest difficulty, you'll reach legend rewards within playing 11 games and you can get them done super quick. Now, this is currently Friday at the time that I'm recording this. I've already played my key opponent or my score and a half multiplier opponent. So I played all my Monday opponents. I played all my Wednesday opponents, and now I'm ready to refresh for my Friday opponents. All you got to do is hit the right trigger to refresh your opponents. Hit yes on there and it will give you 4 new people to play. As you can see, the teams aren't that great, but in the top left, 67 hours till next opponent update. That will actually be the end of this week's solo battles. You can view your lineup or your opponent's lineup with the X or Y buttons, but that's not important. Now, when it comes to playbooks, you should use what I actually recommend you use is for offense, really any sort of offense that has a trips formation, which is 95% of the offensive playbooks. On defense, I recommend you use the Steelers defense because they have a 155 double A gap that you can use if you're unable to do the interception glitch, which I'll show you in this video. But I use the Steelers defense because the mid blitz from that formation works really well, just in case you're unable to do that for whatever reason against the opponents. Now, I'm on current gen. Not all this stuff will work on next gen. If you're interested in a next gen tutorial, let me know. Drop a comment. I can do that for you. But there's actually a way to get these playbooks completely for free. You don't have to buy them. All you have to do is back out to the main menu, go over to the settings menu, go to game options. This actually works for any offline mode. So for solo challenges, solo battles, you can use whatever playbook you want without actually having to buy it. Doesn't work for online like MUT seasons and head-to-head and draft and stuff like that. So if you just set your offensive playbook, I'll just set it to Chicago because I know that has a trips formation that I can use for the offensive play we're going to be running. And then defensive playbook, I'll set it to Pittsburgh because again, I know it has that 155 nickel double A gap blitz that we can use. And this will actually work for this offline mode. So it's perfect. You don't have to spend coins or training or whatever on a playbook. Just go back to Ultimate Team now. And we're going to hop into a solo battles game. And I'm going to show you the best way to most efficiently complete these games without having to spend so much time just grinding and scoring and first downs and all that stuff. So I'm going to select our first opponent here, go down to the legend difficulty. If you win, you get 21,600 battle score, which is really all you need. So all we need to do is focus on running clock and winning the game. We're going to hop into the game here. We'll load into Soldier Field. You're pretty much going to start kicking the ball off every single time, which is good because it means you get ball at half. I onside kick because it'll give me more field position once I force a turnover to actually chew clock. So I'm going to onside kick here to start the game. Anytime you kick off, I pretty much do this. They're going to recover it. You're not going to be able to force a fumble because it's on competitive mode. So really all you want to do is just tackle them here, which is exactly what we're going to do. And now we're going to force a turnover. Now, if you're on next gen, I'm going to show you what to do here. Just run the 155 double A gap mid blitz. If you're on current gen, I'm going to show you what to do here on the next play. I just want to show you guys what to do here. So you're going to press with all your players and you're going to user the guy that's over the running back. So you see Cam Chancellor is made up on the running back. If that guy Did he really just miss him there? Anyways, you're going to force a bunch of sacks here. User the guy that's controlling the running back. If the running back runs out on a route, follow him out there and guard him. If he's not running a route, just blitz with your user. If you're not on next gen, if you're on current gen, go to special teams, field goal block, and load block right. Now, we're going to press X, left on the D-pad, and hover over punt safe man. As soon as our opponent audibles like he just did there, we're going to audible over and control this far right guy. Now we're going to run back into the quarterback here, and then we're just going to run back, and unfortunately it did not work there, so he's going to go ahead and scramble. No, he didn't. Let me click on. Of course. Okay, take number 2, because sometimes this can just be a little bit frustrating if you don't master it. Anyways, you user that outside guys, and then as soon as they snap the ball, you're going to run towards the quarterback and loop back around and intercept the ball. This has been a trick in Madden for a long time. It still works this year. So again, come out and field goal block, hit left on the D-pad to audible over to punt safe man. As soon as they audible over to whoever this guy is. Make sure you're using the far right side or left side. It doesn't technically matter. Run back towards the quarterback, and then just go and pick the ball off. I immediately go down using the X button. Just tap square or X and you'll immediately go down. And now we chew clock. We're going to chew the entire first half here just by turning on chew clock with the tempo there. You can do the same thing, of course, on next gen. I just go and I select any inside zone, and we're going to not want to get a first down right away. We're going to want to use all 3 downs or 3 downs here every single time. So I'm just going to run inside zone here. I'm going to go down before the first down, and this is all you do for the entire half. The goal here is to get a go-ahead score by the end of the half, because you're going to get the ball back after half, and use the clock to your advantage. So you're going to see here, we're at 1 minute and 5 seconds left, and it's a 30-second accelerated clock. So if I can get this down to 30 seconds here and waste enough time so that we don't have to call another play. Now, granted, it's 3rd down and 1, and I want to get a first down here, so that's really the priority, but you want to use the clock to your advantage. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to waste enough time there. If I ran around, I probably could have, but go and snap the ball in 30-second increments so that you can call the least amount of plays as possible. Of course, I'm just going to call this play here because we're going to have to call another play before this half anyways. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. We want to keep wasting time here. I'm going to continue to do this until we reach the end of the first half, and then I'll show you guys what to do there. Just to show you an example here, I'm not going to snap the ball until the clock's at 2:30, because then we'll get to the 2-minute warning and I won't have to call a separate play before that. So I'm going to snap the ball here on 3rd and 1 and get the first down and go down. Now all I have to do is call another play. We'll go down right to the 2-minute warning without having to actually snap the ball again, and I'll continue to waste clock. I'm about in field goal range. That's the goal that we're going for here. The score at this point should be 0-0, but since obviously I screwed up, you know, that's just how it happens. Sometimes you'll miss like that. Now, quick tip here is you don't want to get too close to their goal line, to the touch, to the end zone, because they will use their timeouts, and we want to avoid that at all costs. That adds so much extra time to this. So now I'm just going to wait till we get under 30 seconds here. I'm going to snap one last play, and then we're going to come out and field goal. Get ready to kick our field goal and have our go-ahead score. Doesn't matter if we get the first down here. Go to special teams, come out and field goal. Make sure you're using all the clock for this half, just the quickest way possible. Gonna wait till it goes down to like 2 seconds and snap the ball. Now we have the go-ahead score, and we get ball back at half. I'm assuming you guys know what to do from here. We're gonna chew clock for the entire second half without having to worry about anything else. They're gonna use their timeouts, unfortunately, because we are ahead in the game by 3 points. But all you have to do here, remember, we get 21,000 battle score. I just go down at the 5-yard line, and we chew clock for the rest of the game. Again, snap the ball in those 30-second increments to use the clock most efficiently to your advantage. But just like normal, I'm gonna snap inside zone here. We're gonna make sure we don't get a first down and go down before if we need to, just using the X button. I'm gonna do this for the entire rest of the second half. And if you guys get into a pinch or you need a first down because it's like 4th down or something, I'll show you a passing play coming up here. First, I just want to chew this clock. Also, a quick tip here, guys, because as you're on all Madden and the game loves to cheese you, go on ball carrier conservative so you don't fumble. Can't tell you how many times I've forgotten to do that, and on like the second to last play of the game, I'll fumble, and whether they score or not, it takes extra time. So just make sure you're on conservative. It's a much easier way to assure that you don't fumble, and it really won't matter too much in the long run because obviously you're not trying to like juke out your opponent or anything. Just make sure you're on ball carrier conservative or you will regret it at some point. Even if it doesn't happen in the game that you're playing, it will fumble at some point and you will be unbelievably pissed off. So here I want to make sure I get a first down. It's 3rd and 5. It's maybe a little too far to run just because they were unfortunately playing run defense. Go to any sort of trips formation here. Of course, we're going to go down to the 2-minute warning, but any sort of trips formation, if you're in a pinch, go to any PA crossers play. Most playbooks has it. Just select PA crossers and streak your tight end because that's a clear out route and your X receiver will get open against against essentially every single coverage. We go to the 2-minute warning. They're going to start using their timeouts here, which is really annoying, but I just want to show you this pass play. If you're ever in a pinch and you need a first down, kind of the best thing to do. Call your trips to the short side of the field where you're lined up. Normally you wouldn't want to do this, but streak your tight end, and we're going to throw to the X receiver here. He's going to get open against essentially every single coverage. And of course I had a terrible pass lead, but he still caught the ball anyways. I got my first down. We're good to go. That play is kind of just like a solo challenge, solo battle cheat code. They are going to use their timeouts, which is unfortunate because we do have the lead, but all we have to do here is just essentially what we were doing. Chew clock, and we don't want a first down on the first play of whatever our set of downs is. We just want to use the clock to the best of our advantage. Of course, Raheem Mostert reaches for it, but thankfully we didn't get it anyways. And essentially that's it. At this point, you can choose to kneel the ball or not. I usually go for one more first down just because then I can chew the clock faster. If you get to a 4th down situation, the clock doesn't chew the same, so it doesn't chew quite as fast. I usually choose to run the ball instead of kneeling it, but you're more than welcome to just go to special teams QB kneel. That way you won't have to sit through the 4th down non-chew clock. Why they have that in the game, I don't know, but that's essentially all you need to do. Also, since I'm still grinding for Camp Chancellor on the last play of the game, since you don't have to kick a PAT, I will usually end up going for some sort of like touchdown if I can. I'll call PA crossers, and if I'm able to score, great. Sometimes I'll turn off chew clock. I'll even call a timeout. It's up to you. It's just a great way to grind for Camp Chancellor, his Ultimate Champion Series, whatever, while playing your solo battles and while getting those rewards, so you don't have to grind extra after you're all done with solo battles. That's kind of the idea, but that's it, guys. That game took me a total of about 10 minutes to complete. If you have to play 11 games the same way, obviously 10 times 11, it's 111. Wow, I really need to go back to school. Obviously 10 times 11, it's 110 minutes, less than 2 hours. Super quick to complete if you use this efficient method. You're getting all this XP, which is great. You're getting rushing yards towards Camp Chancellor, which is great. And you're completing solo battles as quickly as possible because they're so boring. They're such a grind. And even though the rewards are less this year, I still do think it's worth it because it doesn't take that long to do unless you want to snipe the auction house. I have a tutorial on that, which I'll link here. Another great way to make coins, breaks it down. Even if you've never done it before, super easy to follow and understand. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, drop a like, subscribe for more content just like this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.